Hello folks, I'm here with Daniel Pinta Quigley here. We're down on the thermal spa down the Bay Road, which is excellent tonight. So we've got the fighters down, getting a bit of relaxation in before this fight. But they start, we'll go back to you anyway. So give us a wee insight to your life here, how you started and all, and what the situation was.
Kickboxing for me, I started off trying to be a footballer. There's a lot of young people in this town, I'm sure, have dreams of being a footballer. Quickly realised that maybe football's not for me. You know, there's just something different about football. You know, I just couldn't. I played it, but I just couldn't find a love for it. You know, and I always remember that my last football match was on the Foyle Pub, and I scored an absolute bolt of an OG. It was the best OG ever scored, the best goal ever scored, and I always remember how it was afterwards. You know, it was. My everybody's feelings were after it, and what people were saying to me, and I thought, you know what, this sport's not for me, and I just stopped playing. Just started on the roads and all and stuff, you know. But and then I heard about Paddy Cohen's gym out in Quigley. I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a go. Heard a lot of people, big names in the town, you know, they're talking about it and stuff. I thought, I'm going to give this a go. So I went out, and as soon as I walked through the door and I'd done my first class, I instantly fell in love with the sport. You know, and that was just me hooked. I was age 18 then, and as soon as I done my first class, I was hooked. Met a good mentor in Paddy Cohen, you know, and the rest is history.
So you'd say like mentoring's an important thing for you, but isn't it? By getting the kids into it, people seem to think that parents don't think maybe kickboxing is just like a violent thing, but really it's not about that at all, is it? So it's about the mentoring for you, isn't it, in the sport?
Oh, for sure, definitely. Now I've transitioned from a fighter. I haven't fought now in a good couple of years, you know, and I've made the transition, and they once open strike to become a coach, and you soon realise that you're not just a coach. You know, you are a mentor. You can be a role model, and there's different hats that you wear on different days for individual young people that you work with. So mentoring is a big part. I think in life you come across people that, you know, they're in your life for 15 minutes or they're there for a couple of years. You always have something to learn from, either a good experience or a bad experience. And I was lucky enough, you know, that a good mentor came into my life and steered me in the right way in the sport that I enjoyed, you know, and that's just the way it is, you know, so I'm trying to continue on that journey as a coach.
And you come across people like maybe it's gone down the wrong path at times, and the kickboxing sort of can change your life around, or is there a bit of that on it, or is it more just you've got all different kinds of characters coming there, but do you help a lot of people, have you helped many people like that during sort of them kind of people as well?
As I say, martial arts is a journey, you know, you have people walk through the door. Like I have classes from Money Strike, it's called. They're 5 years of age. You know, some kids can't even tell their left and right, you know, and even seeing their progression in the sport. They never become fighters, but just seeing the difference in their self-esteem and how they carry themselves, you know, from the first class inside a couple of months. You know, as a coach, that's really rewarding. Then you've the other side of the gym where people come, they want to be fighters. You know, they want to take that step to get on the ring, and you know, they see the progression of fighters. You know, so there's so much reward coming from being a coach, and there's so much reward from the sport. You know, as I say, you touched on earlier. Sometimes people think about that it's violence.
Aye.
But there's so much more that comes from the sport. You know?
Rather we laugh at these and here. Get on, Willies!
Talking about friendship and stuff, you know, and
so,
just see what's happening.
So it's all about building friends as well, and any kind of sport, like there's friends in there. You meet friends, you end up can become lifelong friends. You know what I mean? There's ones that's in it for fighting, as you say, and there's ones that's in it just they meet new people. Get on the crack of a bit of crack. Like I can spin this camera over there. You can see the sort of the chickens over here. You can see what the crack is there.
Just to touch on what you're saying, like as I say, people don't understand the sport to see violence.
Aye.
You know, but there's a lot more to our sport than that.
Aye.
You've got the camaraderie that's going on in the background, the friendships being built, the self-esteem built, the anger management, the stress management. You know, of course, yes, there is the element of combat.
Oh, right. Well, there's the fitness side of it. Like we were up at that last show up in Craigin, the one you were reffing at, you know what I mean? You looked at the first fight, Sean's wee Sean Og, I mean? You have two wee lads, 7, 8, getting in, giving it their all. Nobody got hurt, you know what I mean? Nobody got hurt, them wee lads were coming in, but both of them were giving their all. They try and win the fight, you know what I mean? Even though there was a lot of sportsmanship between the two of them. Shook their hands afterwards, you know, it's that kind of way. It's like a rivalry, do you know what I mean, as well?
Well, the sport's built in respect. You know, martial arts, and I think that's come back to when I was trying to be a footballer and stuff, and there is obviously big respect in football, but there was just something about different about martial arts that pulled me into it. It's just you know, you're on your sparring, you're punching, you're kicking, you're fighting, but
Aye.
it's that camaraderie afterwards and that friendship that comes afterwards, and there's just something different about the sport. And you've seen it yourself there, you Sean Hogan, that down the ring. You know, what a life experience for young people. Get on in front of their friends and family, a couple hundred people. You know, the self-esteem and the confidence that they obviously come out of that ring with is unbelievable. That's right through the sport.
But on the other side, then you've got the boys then that was going for the world title or going for the rapping with their titles. You know what I mean? You get the boys then that's going for them kind of titles who went to the next sort of level. They're the boys that you mentioned that like are on it for the competitive level as well. They try and win. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
you can get to that if you're working hard. You can get to that level. Do you know what I mean?
These took the words of my wife. If you want to be a fighter, you know, you can't. I always preach you can't burn the candle at both ends. You know, you have to either really commit yourself to it or not. And like we've young Lucas Noah be a prime example of that. You know, I spoke about people not knowing their left and right. You know, when he came through the door, you know, he was just in there for a bit of fun, a bit of crack. You know. This year he become an ASK European champion. You know, after Brian Nisel, who's pushing through, you know, going to become Folly's Brothers footsteps, becoming an Irish champion. Liam Grant, again, Liam Grant.
Is that these boys all here now? Is it?
And I remember Liam Grant fighting in Heat Promotions 10 years ago, and he was 7 years of age. And now he's up at the Irish European level, you know, as you say, just through hard work, commitment, dedication, and just applying themselves, I suppose. You know,
so see yourself now, your journey from where you came. So when you walked down that door at 18, they Paddy Tone's kickboxing club, they yourself becoming the ASK champion. That's what it was, isn't it? So tell me about what was it? What did you have to do to get from that level up to the level that you fought then?
Well, I really had to apply myself to hard work, dedication. You know, I remember walking through the doors. I've never really as a young fella, you always get on these scuffles.
You're always you'll say you're a big enough young fella. So that probably helped you a bit, didn't it?
But like, you know, always a quiet enough. You know, I would say it's quiet enough. You know, a lot of people would say it, like fighting was never my thing. You know. But I remember the first class we went done for the first couple of months. Me and Big Largy. Sorry, Ronan. So we're Big Largy. Me and him was.
Gareth. I know him. I was at school with him.
We were first in the class. We were around the club for about 3 months. Me and him actually had our first fight. You know, we were meant to fight other people from Dublin. They pulled out, so me and him got on the ring and had a scrap together.
Who won?
My first fight in Senegal. We were called a draw. So from there, that was it. Once I got on the ring, I realised, right, this is what this is about. You know, I just loved getting on there. But just kept taking every fight Paddy gave to me. Kept showing up to training. You know, at the time there was a beginners class and a seniors class. I was a beginner. Forced myself under the seniors class. Took fights, took my licks. You know, I got beat a couple of times. Took my wins, and always remember a phone call in after a good couple of amateur fights. Just I ran a phone call from Paddy one day. Listen, Pinta, we've a shot here for European title. I want to turn you pro. Straight away, I fight or flight. I'm going, fuck no, I'm not ready, Paddy. I can't do it. His words to me is, what have you got to lose? You've everything to gain, nothing to lose. So I took a fight against Paul Hull over at Western Supermare and stopped in the second round. And that was a pro European champion. That was the start of my pro career. From there, I fought Wayne Turner, a long time champion. I think he held the belt for like 8 years. Him to Letterkenny. Beat Wayne after 6 rounds, 12-round fight. You know, and it just kept snowballing. I got another chance for a world title fight then, so I became a 4-time world champion.
Very good.
And then from there, I ended up open strike. And that's how I've led to be here now, becoming a coach. You know, it's a long journey, and I'm not finished yet.
So there's more to come out of you.
Well, we're just getting started. You see the fight team that we have here. I hope everybody comes on Saturday. We'll be talking about the show in a minute. But it's a new generation coming through. You know, these kids were all money strike fighters. That becomes the team, and now they're starting to headline the ball. You know, and that's what our search about. It's a journey. And they're just progressing through the club.
It must make you proud as well, but watching people come from that level and becoming something like that. You know what I mean?
Especially
it gives you pride and gives you sort of something that you can sort of something you achieved rather than just your titles. You've achieved that you're achieving some through what the other boys are doing as well. I know they're doing it for themselves, like, but
you know what? Like I have my time. My time's gone now. I think as a fighter, and that's it. I'm at a piece with it. I've done what I wanted to do through hard work, and you know my time now as a coach is getting these the pinnacle of what they can do. You know, and I'm up here to support them, here to coach them. They give me their time. Their parents believe in me, so it's just, that's what my life is now. You know, just working with these people. And getting the best that they can do.
That's it. Them, you know. That's what it's all about. But you're moved on now to a bit of refereeing. I've seen you doing a bit of reffing, like up in Craigan. How did you get on that? Or was that the next sort of progress? Was that another step on the sort of journey? Learning more about that, or what's the story there?
Okay, I'm just loving breathe the sport. Any chance I can do to be in and around the sport, and I'm lucky enough now to have worked up the vice president of the ASK up around Ireland.
Very good, aye.
And that helping there's Owen Doyle as the president of ASK. I'm helping them up on here around the north, you know. So I just feel like, you know, I just want to give back to sport. I've got a lot from the sport, so I want to give back to sport, and being a referee, and it just keeps me on the ring as well. You know, keeps me in the middle of it, and I just want to just give back to sport, and that's it. I think, you know, there's another level of refereeing as well, but we want to get there. There's a professional referee, so I feel like I'm starting at grassroots at refereeing and make my way through, you know.
So as your aim now to be is become a professional referee as well, is it?
Sure, I want to get on the big events.
There's
bare knuckle boxing now. The 13th of December over in Glasgow, so I'm refereeing the bare knuckle boxing, which is going to be a good crack.
Jeez, that does sound like a good crack. You might get a bit more travelling around then, do you know what I mean, as well,
what's that? This is started doing that. So I've had to work my way up on it, you know. So look, hey, it's like anything. If you take chances and you go towards it, doors open.
So what about this big fight night on the 29th then? What have we got? 29th of November down in the Shanty Community Centre, kicking off. Many fights have you got going?
So we've actually two cards. I've got a junior card that's called the Rising Stars, and that's from the Pee-wees right through the teens, right? And that's just about the future of the sport. You know, it's just about getting them on the ring. We've about 14 of them fighters, getting them on experience of fighting. You know, and as soon as Rising Stars finish, then we go on to our main card promotion, which is called Heat 11. And it's our 11th promotion now. So it's just getting that up and running. I've got 5 Irish title fights. You know, it's probably one of the biggest cards they did. There's over 34
Stop
fights.
slamming that door, will you?
There's over 34 fights. You know, so I've got Lucas Noah's fighting for an Irish title for me. Braden Isel's representing the club. Grant's representing the club. All to get Irish titles, and then there's another 2 Irish titles on the card as well.
Sounds like a good crack.
So tickets are out. Hopefully see everybody there. Chantal Community Centre. Rising Stars opens. The doors open at 3 o'clock. And then the show just runs progressively on from there. I'm so lucky. I've got a great team behind me. You know, it's not just me. It runs these events. You know, I've got a big team behind that helps support myself and these young people to get there.
People don't understand the work that goes on their show. You know what I mean? When you tell us about it, like what the sort of things you have to kind of do, they get a show up and running. It's not just like turn up and fight. There's I've seen the lighting and all. There's all stuff like that.
This is stress week. This is life, right? Any promoter out there that's watching, they know this is stress week because fighters start pulling out. We lose fighters and stuff, so it's just keeping fighters on the card. You know, that's the main thing. But this has been we've been starting from 12 weeks ago. You know, getting fighters ready. Some fighters have been on training at 6 o'clock in the morning. And then being there at night time. Organising sparring trips, organising sparring sessions, working with individual fighters. Some fighters need an arm around them, some fighters need to kick up their backside. You know,
I know what you mean.
It's dealing with
different personalities.
You know, just dealing with personalities, you say. And then the run of the show, you know, as I say, I'm lucky to get a team there behind me that's helped me match shows. Actually, Nicel's helps match the show, match the fighters for this one. You know, I'm able to take a step back. Davey Kiernan.
I know him well.
Davey. Good man, Davey. Event manager. Helps they put the ring up, you know, Eddie Shirky. I could go on with names. You know,
name dropping boys everywhere.
Caroline, everybody that is there that's helping them. So big thank you. Hopefully the show will go around great.
So where do you get the tickets?
Tickets are available from Strike.
Strike, you buy them physically on Strike, and much other tickets they get in.
So the Rising Stars is £20, and there's going to be early bird tickets for £20, and then as the night progresses, they go up to £25.
£25. So, but you can you buy a ticket during the day and go on all night, or do you have to, is it one of them ones?
Well, hopefully, you know, tickets are going fast, you know, so you can take a gamble and get them at the door, but we hope people just get the tickets before.
And what about, is there a bar or anything on there? What's the crack with that?
Yeah, there's a bar. Shawnee McLaughlin and Liam
Aye.
They're doing the bar.
Liam, the branch, and I know it.
Shout out,
That's very local, you know. I already give them a shout out. They still owe me that meal from doing the off license one. They know that anyway.
So the old dogs and that, aye. So great to work with. They're always there.
Aye.
You know, so they're doing the bar. We have all safety protocols put in place. You know, with Jace Medical coming, they do our medics.
Aye.
You know, we've everything in place. The fighters are ready. Everything's ready. We're just waiting for a fight night now.
That's it then.
Yep.
Hey, well, tell you what, nice chatting to you. Hope all goes well. I'll be down on Saturday evening. It's my birthday that day, so I might have a couple of wee pints. I want to take it easy, even doing a bit of video. I'll try and video some of the fights anyway when I'm down here, try and get them up on TikTok and stuff like that. So we'll get it sorted. Thanks for chatting to me.
Thank you.
Good man yourself. All right, thank you.
Good luck to everybody.
Good luck to everybody fighting on the night. Happy days. That's grand, isn't it?